My relationship with Longfield started back in 2022. My mum was diagnosed Easter of 2021 with lung cancer. They said that they would try to remove her lung if possible, but unfortunately it wasn't possible due to the cancer spreading. Mum tried everything going. She had chemotherapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy and a new cancer drug, all to which none worked. They could offer her then an invasive chemotherapy, and she asked how long it would give her extra, and they said 3 months. So at that time she made the very brave decision to stop any treatment and have quality of life over quantity. Unfortunately, that was not to be either. Mum became very ill quite quickly, and she spent a long time in hospital. She asked them in hospital how long she had to live, and they said between 3 and 6 months. And her words to me was, "I need to come home to die." So with her wish, we managed to get her home, and that's when I had the call from Longfield to say that they could help me care for my mum. So I had a wonderful nurse come out to do an assessment, and then the carers started to come in. Mum was quite adamant she didn't want care. I explained to Mum that I had to go to work, and she would try to need to accept this care, to which she did. We went for 1 visit a day, and then the next day she wanted 3. The carers were my angels. They were everything we ever wished for and more. They brought laughter into the home, they brought care, they brought compassion, but most of all, I was able to be daughter to my mum and not carer, and I was able to be mum to my children. Without Longfield, I don't know what I would have done. I wouldn't have been able to cope, not on my own, but the wish was for mum to die at home, and that is my wish that I've passed on to my children, that I would also like to die at home. Without Longfield, there's nothing, and as I've said before, no Longfield, no life. They were there at all times when I needed them. They were at the end of the phone as well. I lost Mum in July 2022, and a few weeks later I had a call from Longfield to offer their counselling services, at which time I didn't think I needed. Looking back, yes I did. I got into quite a dark place, and so I took on counselling here at Longfield, and thank goodness I did. The counsellor was absolutely amazing, and I can talk about Mum with a smile on my face and not tears in my eyes. The story doesn't end there. I then saw a job advertised within Hospice at Home last year and applied for the job, because I always wanted to give something back to Longfield if I could. I was fortunate enough to be able to have the job, and I now work within the Hospice at Home team in Longfield. When I came for the interview, I saw outside the CEO's office a card. There's lots of cards on the walls and thank yous from everybody, and the card outside the CEO's office was actually my card that I'd sent back in 2022. So I felt that was a bit of an omen. As I said, without Longfield, I don't know what I would have done. We don't know as a family what we would have done. Before Mum passed away, she asked me to send a donation over to Longfield, which I did, because she could see the pressure that it took off of me. I have also included Longfield within my will. Working here, I've seen how much the donations mean. There's a lot of staff here that work here, and every donation is needed.
Longfield had been such a help when we needed it with Grandma. It helped immensely. It helped Mum be a mum to me and Ralph. It was the help we needed. It was something we really appreciated, and we could not have done it without them.
At first, obviously with Grandma, she was, like she said, she was in a dark place. but the counselling definitely brought her spark back. She was energetic again, she wanted to do stuff, she was just full of life again, and it was really, really nice to see her back at her fullness.
What's your memory of the hospice at home nurses coming into your grandma's house?
Well, it felt weird at first, but it's just because it's a new environment. But it was so calming to see that Grandma was getting looked after and was getting the treatment she wanted, and it was so just put my mind at ease.
She was getting the help that she deserved. After all the years that she's been helping other people, she finally got the help that she really deserved. And we're just more than grateful for Longfield.